Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like your soul was screaming, "This ain't it"? Like life was nudging you, poking you, begging you to get uncomfortable with being comfortable? See, I grew up in a place where survival was the goal, but something inside me kept whispering, "You were born for more than just getting by." That whisper turned into a roar, and today I want to help you hear your roar, because there's a fire inside you that can't be put out unless you ignore it. But I'm here to tell you, don't, not today, not ever, as you look at yourself, look at your goals. Here's something that I do now. If you had 6 months to live, 6 months you knew that, what would you do? How would you spend your time? Who would you spend time with? Would you still be doing the same thing that you're doing now? That's how I resigned from the Ohio legislature. I wrote down, if I had 6 months to live. And I was reading this book, How to Get Control of Your Time and Your Life, and my sister called me and said Mama had breast cancer. And what I wrote down was, I would resign from the Ohio legislature, go back to Miami, and fulfill my promise and commitment to take care of my mama. And then I turned the page. It said, as far as you know, this could be your last day. I remember being in Las Vegas at a table with Frank Sinatra. At that time my wife was Gladys, and I overheard him say to someone, "Live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be." So, if you had 6 months to live, how would you spend your time? What are the things that you would do? What are the grudges, or the hard feelings, or the anger that you have against some loved one that you'd let go? How would you spend that time? That's something to think about. And when you get home tonight, think about that. Give it some thought, and live as much of it as you can, because we don't know. We all have an expiration date. We don't know the time of the day or the hour when our number is going to be up. Let us say together, I deserve the best that life has to offer. I'm willing to work on myself. I'm willing to upgrade my relationships. I'm willing to answer the call on my life. I'm willing to go through some stuff to get to my stuff. It's worth it to me. It gives my life meaning and significance. I'm here for a reason. I'm ready to live life on my terms. Let us say together, you gotta be hungry. I never forget Mr. Washington said, "Mr. Brown, what do you want to do with your life, young man?" I said, "Sir, I want to take care of my mother." He said, "How do you plan to do that?" I said, "I'd like to become a disc jockey." He said, "You got to be hungry." I said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry are relentless and unstoppable. No excuse is acceptable. People that are hungry work on themselves. How do you plan to do that? How do you plan to get the money to take care of your mother? What do you bring to the table of life, Mr. Brown?" I said, "I want to be a disc jockey. That's what I want to do. I want to be on radio." "Good. Here are my car keys." "What do I need this for?" "There's a guy named Paul Harvey. He does a program called The Rest of the Story. He's the best storyteller on radio. Listen to him. You want to be successful. Watch and study people that are doing what it is you want to do, those who master it. And you want to study them. Success leaves clues." I said, "Yes, sir, I will." And I listened to Paul Harvey every day. And finally I said, "Mr. Washington, I've done what you told me to do. I've listened to him, and I've created my own program. You told me it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared." "Yes, I did, Mr. Brown." I said, "Well, I've done that, sir. I have my own concept, my own show. I've been practicing. I visualize myself being on the air, like you told me. Good, let us say together, relationship capital. You want to create relationship capital? You can't do it by yourself. Relationship capital brings a set of skills, values, imagination, energy, creativity, and an unstoppable spirit that helps me go to that next level. The things I'm going to be able to do with him that I could never do by myself, in spite of the fact that I've been doing this before he was born. I believe you're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. And so that's relationship capital. That's paying off for me and my children in a variety of ways. And so he said, here's my card. Go to WNBM radio station. Tell them I told you to go there. Milton Butterball Smith is the program director. I went to the radio station. I'll never forget, as I was leaving his room, he said, "You got to be hungry." I said, "Yes, sir. I'm hungry, sir, to take care of my mother. I'm hungry to set her down. I'm hungry to pay all the bills and provide for her. Good. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a disc jockey. Young man, do you have any journalism in your background? No, sir. I don't have any experience in broadcasting at all. I'm sorry, we don't have any job for you. How many have ever been rejected? I was devastated by rejection. I went back. I said, Mr. Washington. He said no. He said, don't take it personally. Most people are so negative, they have to say no 7 times before they say yes. He said, you got to be hungry. Go back again. I went back again. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a disc jockey. Weren't you here yesterday? Yes, sir. Didn't I tell you no yesterday? Yes, sir. Then why are you back today? Well, sir, I didn't know whether or not somebody was laid off or somebody was fired. No one was laid off or fired. Get on out of here. I came back the next day talking loud, looking happy like I was seeing him for the first time. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a disc jockey. Didn't I tell you no the last 2 days? Yes, sir. Then why are you back today? Sir, I didn't know whether or not someone got sick or someone died. No one got sick or died. Don't come back here again. I came back the next day, talking loud, looking happy like I was seeing him for the first time. Hello, Mr. Butterball, how are you? He looked at me betrayed. He said, go get me some coffee. I said, yes, sir. The book of life says, the greatest among you will be your servant. How many of you are serious about your goals and dreams? Repeat after me. Provide more service than you get paid for. See, most people work just hard enough to keep from being fired. No, no, no. You want to provide more service than you get paid for. Why? People form habits, and habits create futures. And so I became the errand boy for the disc jockeys. I'd go get their lunch and their dinner. I'd stand in the control room, watching them work their hands on the control board, knowing my time would come. I want you to think about your goal and dream right now. Let us say together, I expect to win. I see it. I feel it. It's my time. The disc jockeys were impressed with me, serving them, being a resource, a person. When they would come out on the weekend and look at their cars waxed and cleaned inside out, they'd say, hey, who did this? I did, sir. How much would you charge, young boy? Oh, nothing, sir. I just wanted to help out. They looked at me differently. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. They said, listen, Diana Ross and the Supremes are coming in town, the Four Tops and the Temptations. I want you to pick them up and drive them to the Fontainebleau Hotel on Miami Beach. Be my pleasure, sir. I would drive these entertainers all over Miami Beach in disc jockeys' big long Cadillacs. I didn't have any driver's license, but I was driving like I had sense. Then one day, a disc jockey by the name of Rockin' Roger was drinking while he was on the air. He began to slur his words. I was the only one there, looking at him through the control room window. Young, ready, and hungry, I was saying, "Drink, Rock, drink." I'd have gone and gotten him some more if he asked me to. Pretty soon the phone rang. It was the general manager. "Young boy, this is Mr. Klein. I know. Rock can't finish the program. I know. Would you call one of the other DJ in?" "Yes, sir." I hung the phone up. I called my mom and my girlfriend Cassandra. "You'll come out on the front porch and turn on the radio. I'm about to come on the air." I waited about 20 minutes. I called him back and said, "Mr. Klein, I can't find nobody. You know how to work your controls?" "Yes, sir." "Go in there and segue the records, but don't you say nothing here." "Yes, sir." I couldn't wait to get old Rock out of the way. I put on a fast record by Stevie Wonder called Fingertips. I said, "Look out, this is me, LP, Les Brown, your platter," playing Papa. "There were none before me, and there will be none after me. Therefore that makes me the one and only, young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, and duly qualified to bring you satisfaction and a whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love man. I was hungry. Shake someone's hand on your right and left and say, 'You got to be hungry.' People that are hungry believe. They always strive to get on top in life, because the bottom is overcrowded. They do what they know, not what they feel. They go where there's no path, and leave a trail. They live from their faith, not from their fears. They build a legacy. They live a life of significance. They make an impact. There's a calling on your life. I don't know you, but I know this. Listen to that still, small voice within. Call from you in 2 weeks about something you say that's important to you. I'm 79. Aurelius said in a part, perhaps you didn't read the memo. Stop living like you have 1,000 years to live. Do you think I don't even know you, that I will be sitting around waiting in 2 weeks for you to call me and say whether or not you're going to act on your dream? Let me share something with you. If there's something you want to do, life has no duplicates. Do it, and do it now. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. A lot of people are living like that. A lot of people are so caught up in other people's stuff, their children, family members, and friends, that they neglect themselves in the process. I was reading something today that Warren Buffett said. One of the most important single abilities that he attributes to his success, that a lot of people have difficulty with, is when someone asks him to do something, he says no quickly and says yes very slowly after he's thought about it and if it's worth his time. Because when you say yes to somebody else's agenda, you're saying no to your own stuff. Life is for living, for loving, laughing, and creating special moments. When you look at all of the craziness we see now, constant alerts, people fighting over parking spots, road rage, you go to a gathering and you don't know whether or not someone might snap. It's a different space. So in the midst of this, prioritize you, take care of you, focus on you. At 79, God's got a program for me. I'm not going to be a burden to my children. I'm going to take care of me so that I can take care of myself. I remember a time when I thought people in their 40s were old. Now that I'm 79, come on, I've been focusing on peace, harmony, joy, and love. It allows you to serve, to live a life of contribution, to maximize your impact. Most people die lives that don't even matter. After 2 weeks, the conversations about them have ended because they did not live a life of impact. I'm encouraging you, find that thing that you want to do. Something in your heart. Focus on it. It changes you. A lot of people my age are sitting around waiting to die. People with goals and dreams live longer. They stay sharp. They stay engaged. Ask yourself, what do I want to do with the time I have left? A friend of mine called to say her best friend died at 32. Whoa, when we were young, we went to funerals of old people. Now we go to funerals of young people. Things have changed. Artificial intelligence is creating disruption, but disruption is pregnant with new possibilities. This is the time to work on your mind, your health. A person with health has 1,000 dreams. A person without it has only one. To get well, John D. Rockefeller said when he reflected on his life, all his hair and eyebrows fell out. He was stressed. He realized that all his millions, his power, meant nothing when he had a sore throat. That sore throat changed him. Focus on you. Take care of your health so you can be involved in life. Spend less time with toxic, negative energy, draining people. Some people, if you never saw them again, it would be too soon. There are certain calls I don't take anymore. Why? Because it's not going anywhere. There are some family members you should never talk to again. Family is not just blood. Family is someone who's got your back. I have friends who call me more than my children do. True friends. Relationships you want to nurture. You can tell who will be there for you when you're doing well and when you're doing badly. Life be lifing, and you have to have a what-if strategy. What if you got sick? How long before it affects your quality of life? Who will be there? Live your life in such a way that you don't need to call anybody. Why? Because ain't nobody coming. People have their own stuff. I've been unleveling, letting go of things and relationships. Ask, what value does this bring to my life? Who should I count on, and who should I count out? Some people are always there when they need you, but when you need them, nowhere. I would if I could. Let me tell you something. I celebrate when I wake up. I've got a chance and a choice. I'm cancer-free, debt-free, and drama-free. You have greatness in you. You have power in you to overcome, retrain your thinking, discipline and control your mind. Don't focus on what you're going through. Focus on where you're going. I'll give thee perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee. Focus on the solution. Don't talk to people about what happened. 80% don't care, and 20% are glad it's you and not them. You know in your heart I'm right. I'm not talking about believing. Belief is in the mind. We've been conditioned to be logical and practical. Make your life, as Helen Keller said, a daring adventure. Go outside your comfort zone. When you do, you discover things about yourself you never knew. Every day I make a point to learn something I didn't know yesterday. You're made in the image of God. You've got authority and dominion. You have comeback power. I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Cancer Centers of America call it the City of Hope. They ask how I've been able to beat stage 4 cancer for 39 years. I say, I focus on my mind. I eat like a rabbit, and I let go of toxic relationships. I read a book called Who's the Matter with Me? In psychiatry, there's a term, relational illness. Some people make you sick. Distance yourself. It will improve your health, peace of mind, and lower your stress and anxiety. You have something special. You have greatness in you. God had a lot of choices. You were chosen out of 400 million sperm to bring something to this planet that wasn't here before. Your life is God's gift to you. How you live it is your gift to God. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's your time. Use your time wisely. I've got a quote that kept me up at night. If you believe in synchronicity, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I've been speaking 52 years. I love motivating people. I love making people laugh. I remember in 5th grade, the teacher told me I could be a comedian. She was laughing so hard in the hallway, she didn't even punish me. Laughter is important. Life is tracking us, trying to rob us of our happiness. Right now I'm in a good place. The air breathes better, no drama. I don't wake up wondering if anything bad happened today. Maximize this moment, take advantage of it. We just got through some stuff, and we're still here. Nobody is going to put something in your lap and say, do something with this. Commit your work. If you're not willing to work, nothing works. I went to see a friend in a big new house on Miami Beach. His brother asked, how did you get this? He said, a lot of hard work. And the brother said, I'm not willing to do that. Then we drove back across the causeway to our old life. Wherever you are in life, it's where you decided to be based on how much work you were willing to put in to change it. People ask me how I got from Liberty City to the top 5 speakers in the world. I was willing to work. Most people aren't. I was voted alongside General Norman Schwarzkopf, Robert Schuller, Paul Harvey. I didn't have a syndicated show, but I was moving. Write this down. Keep it moving. I learned that from my mother. It was not unusual that the furniture would be reconfigured, and I wondered, how did Mama do that with such limited space? That's how. But why? She was always changing things up. One of the things that you don't want to do is become comfortable with where you are when you know in your heart of hearts you can have more and you can do more. There's a life for you beyond survival. What it takes to survive and what it takes to live are 2 different things. I just felt. I don't know where it came from, that I can do more, but here's what I did know, where I was, that didn't work for me. That did not work for me, and I'm astonished when I go back to Miami and see some of the same people in the same place. I'm astonished, so you got to keep it moving. My Brown was always keeping it moving. I got to tell you this. I was traveling and doing a tour for Sprint, I think. I came home, walked in the door, and to my right, there was a window. There was some demolition of houses in the area, and my mother got somebody to drag a window that had been taken out of a house and put it in our living room. I said, Mama, what is this? Why is this window here? She said, you said you're going to buy me a home, right? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, I didn't know if you're going to build it or just buy it. But in case you decide to build it, you don't have to buy all windows for it. I got 1 window here. There's another house that's been demolished down the street, and I'm going to send Mr. Shorty down there to get that. I said, no, 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 don't do that. That put a fire under me. I got that house quick, fast, and in a hurry. Immediately, if not sooner, yesterday, and every time I passed that window it jarred me. Don't you touch it. Yes, ma'am. Mama said, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Keep it moving. We're here to work. Commit thy works, plural. Keep it moving, and if you're going in the wrong direction, you'll discover that, but keep it moving. This is no place to stand still. This is an incredible opening here. All good times have an expiration date, just like the bad times, but keep it moving. When you're going through something challenging in life, if you keep it moving, you'll get out faster. If you keep it moving, you'll get blessings out of nowhere. Activity, working, doing the best you can. It activates your angels to give you blessings you didn't even know were coming. I got a phone call the other day. It was a jaw-dropper. I said, count me in. It just came out of nowhere. But it was because of the work I've been doing. A man said, "I've been listening to you for a long time. I've been going through some stuff for years, and I heard you. You brought me out, and I want to do something special for you. I want to bless you." You have the opportunity to be a blessing to somebody. Each day that we wake up, as Orrin Hudson would say, it's the best day of your life. Get up with that mindset. I'm encouraging you to do that today. When somebody asks, "Hey child, how you doing?" tell them, "It's the best day of my life." What makes it the best? The fact that I'm here. You don't believe it's the best. Try missing one. Have your mind set on your goal. I had my mind set. I'm going to buy my mother a home. I'm going to make it happen, no matter what. Looking for a way to generate the money to get to that next level, to get beyond where we were in Liberty City. Stuff happens to everybody. Don't ask, "Why me?" Why not you? Don't go around telling everybody. 80% don't care, and 20% are glad it's you and not them. You are God's favorite child. If not, you'd be taking a dirt nap. We are chosen to be here at this point in time. This is our time. We just survived some incredible drama, and we're still standing. Therefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, so what does that armor look like? Write this down: initiative. Take the initiative to create something different for yourself, for your family, your future, and your legacy. Create something you don't have right now. Initiative. Most people don't talk about it. Here's something else that's part of that armor: ambition, the unwillingness to settle. There was a song by Bill Withers, use me up. You want life to use you up. Most people take their talents, abilities, their art, their gift to the grave with them. You don't know what's stalking you. You don't know what life will throw at you. Some of that stuff will land. It's part of the process. Life is difficult. I wish I could tell you that if you just tithe and go to church or your place of spiritual fulfillment, that nothing will happen to you. Stuff's going to happen. But I can say this: if you're anchored properly, it will not prosper against you. You'll brush it off and keep moving. Take the initiative to create something else. Be actively engaged in life. Keep moving and keep learning. This is a brand new place, a brand new landscape, a brand new world. And in a brand new world, you need brand new tools to navigate it. The tools we used before COVID, they won't cut it anymore. Now there's a mutation. It spreads easier and is more lethal. Be mindful, not frightened. Mindful. Ask, how do I need to conduct myself so I don't make irresponsible decisions that could take me out? Be mindful of the air you breathe. If you say, "Oh, that's too bothersome," can I get some life insurance on you? You've got to deal with what is. I'm tired of this corona thing. Did you hear me? I'm tired of it, but I can deal with it. I'm not going to be so tired and irritated that I won't wear a mask. 2 masks. I'm wearing 3 and a shield. If corona knocks on my back door and I open it with 3 masks and a face shield, corona says, "There he goes again, always overdoing it. We can't get to him. Let's go someplace else. I want to live. I'm having a good time. I don't want to be on a ventilator. I don't want to be in a closed-up room where all I see are their eyes. That does not sound like a good time for me. This is why I enjoy making money from home." People are sleeping on this. Don't. When you can make money from home, virtually speak, and don't have to get on a plane, that's freedom. Take the initiative to create something different for yourself. Practice social distancing from people and the refrigerator. Do what you need to do to stay here longer. Add life to your years and years to your life. Create special moments. When I come speak to you, it's special to me. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. Oh, how I do. Let me tell you something. You can't make this stuff up. When Gladys and I were married, I wanted to learn to sing. She took me to her friend for vocal lessons. Her husband came in, went to the kitchen. Next thing you know, we hear a thud. He hit the floor. He had been drinking. Gladys later told me, he said you can't sing. Give him his money back. I got drunk listening to you. He said I sounded like I was gobbling razor blades. Some people are cruel. That wasn't nice. One time I tried to sing to her and she said, "Will you go to hell to sleep? But listen, you have something special. You have greatness in you. This is your time. Use this time to learn a new way of earning money." Major corporations have their employees working from home. You should too. People say opportunity knocks on every door. No. Opportunity stands silently, waiting for you to recognize it. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. You have something special. You are God's miracle child. Some great stuff's going to happen to you today. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto you. You are a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. Be that. Meditate on that. Keep your eye focused on your dream. You were born to live your dreams, not your fears. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. You miss my flat top, don't you? I want to grow it again, because I can. Listen to me. You were not born to settle. You were born to soar. You have greatness in you, and this moment right here, this is your wake-up call. This is your invitation to stop existing and start living. To stop telling your story from the sidelines and start writing it from the front lines. The clock is ticking, but the pen is still in your hand. So take the initiative, feed your ambition, build your legacy, because one day the world will tell your story, and when they do, make sure it ends with, "They kept it moving, and they never looked back. Now go." The world is waiting.